because like then you have to take the trash out because he goes through it. So there you go.
You recommend getting a cat to
Yes.
avoid scenarios like this.
Yes.
Hello. Welcome to the Yaoi Shelf. Grab a seat and
Hello.
relax. We had some audio chaos before this show, so if things look and sound a little bit different, I'm going to go ahead and blame that. They shouldn't, because that's why we start recording early, so we can avoid audio chaos like this. But it's good to be back. I feel like Corolla says every time, it feels like it's been a million years since we've done this, even though it was last week.
Yeah, but what a week.
It has been a week.
Especially for you.
I'm doing fine. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm doing great. I don't have major life things going on. I'm not doing anything crazy. I'm good.
No. I'm not doing anything, and my week has been like I've just been out running every day with people. I'm tired.
Yeah, Corolla has increased her hold time of answering occasionally within the same day to maybe answering 2 to 3 days later.
It's horrific. It's just
So if you're like me, where you have a podcast with Corolla, and you may occasionally need a decision made same day, you have to factor in that you are not getting a same day response.
yeah.
Abandon all hope, ye who enter here. You are not getting a same day response.
But don't worry, because no one else is either. It's been a lot. Like, I've had to spend all my spoons being actively outside with other humans, and something has to go. So my virtual life goes, and then I'm a mess. It's just not. No, it's.
But yeah, we're here to talk about Rare Pair and Side Characters. I feel like what an appropriate episode for Curl to cover for her anniversary, because it's something that I feel like we talk about all the time, really just in the form of Miritama, because that's all Corolla talks about.
I mean, yes, a little bit.
But, it's been a fun topic to kind of think about, and to now that my brain kind of got going, it's like, wow, I can see this in a lot of other places. Because I know when we were recording the Patreon episode, I was almost struggling to think of man, I guess I don't really do this. And then I watch literally any anime, and it's like,
yeah,
oh, I do this all the time.
Yeah.
I
literally yeah, no, go on.
No, you first.
No, we were watching Rings of Power yesterday, which and there's this one a brief scene. There's a guy, and he hands the other guy a sword, and they exchange glances, not glasses. And I was like, I ship it. And it's just because there's this brief moment of energy, and I'm like, oh, I see it. That's what I do all the time. I don't know the names of these characters. I don't care. I'm just like,
exactly. And the idea again of Fujin looking at space and being what was going on here. I was rewatching Cowboy Bebop because I was in my feelings. And again, if you're looking for an original take from me, you're wrong. I will watch the same 3 anime until I die.
Yeah.
And be disappointed at new anime. Anything after
I can't remember the last time you mentioned something new. That you're watching something.
So that's a feature. I don't talk about it because after the summer of gay ice skating and hype ruined anime for me, if I am watching something new, I do not tend to talk about it. I hold it to my chest like a gremlin.
Well, I mean, I do that too, though.
Yeah, so I am watching some newer stuff. It's mostly that I don't have time or energy, and I'm also depressed. So I like watching the same thing over and over and over again because it makes me feel like I'm in control. But yeah, I'm definitely watching some newer things. I just don't talk about it at all. Let's see. Haikyuu is an adventure, and how much love I give to characters with various amounts of screen time. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. I feel that honestly. I feel like Yuri on Ice was bad about that. I feel like Free was bad about that. I feel like most of the gay sports animes are like that, where it's like, are we gonna see this guy ever again?
I don't care.
No.
I will fight to the death for this character who we saw for one frame in the background. I love
But
him though.
but no, so mine was in Cowboy Bebop with like Vicious and Grin, where it's like you guys did a whole Lawrence of Arabia war. What? What? What's going on there? Hold on. No. Hold on. You guys did a whole Lawrence of Arabia war on Titan. What the fuck is that? And like obviously Spike and Vicious have ex-boyfriend energy. If anyone wants to tell, I'm sorry. I didn't see it when I was younger because I was too busy being a Mary Sue and wanting to sleep with
Valid. Valid.
and wanting to, and like 13-year-old me wanting like Spike and or Vicious to say my first name and hold my hand, you know. But now that I'm an adult and a Fujin, it's like, wait a minute.
Yeah, but you also, you accumulate a lot of those life experiences and
You
you
do.
know what that ex-boyfriend
You
energy
know what
is like, and you're like,
an
oh!
boyfriend sets a trap for you, sits in an abandoned church with a giant bird as Yoko Kano sings in the background. Because I'm going to go ahead and assume that's diegetic. He set that up. Like, he turned on, like, the Bluetooth speaker. That's
I
not...
mean...
I'm going to go ahead and assume that that's not non-diegetic. That's diegetic. He set up the little Bluetooth speaker and rigged the sound system.
But there's so much of those things, And again, like Miritama has taken over my life, so now I can't remember any good ex-boyfriends, but I know they exist.
There's so many like obvious anime ex-boyfriends that it's like,
yeah.
Like these guys, hey, hold on, wait a second. Let's just
Yeah, just like,
hold on.
excuse me.
Yeah, like those are some obvious ex-boyfriends. What the fuck is going on here? But yeah, I started thinking about that. I was going through my weekly obsession with Game of Thrones because of how hot Pedro Pascal is.
I'm just, pretending like I know who we're talking about. I know those two. I know nothing about Game of Thrones.
I watched Game of Thrones like 10 years later and in complete silence, except for like my very, very close friends. So then now I'll just make a reference to it and people are like, oh, you watch Game of Thrones. And it's like, no, hate that show. I think it's stupid and there's too much rape.
Yes.
Like, I think it's dumb and there's too much rape and George R.R. Martin couldn't write his way out of a wet paper bag if there was already another opening cut into it. But love me some Pedro Pascal, love me some Charles Dance.
But that's okay,
Like I cannot in good faith, for me, Game of Thrones gets slotted in with like, unfortunately, Harry Potter, where it's like, you've created a great sandbox. I wish you didn't fail every single one of your characters.
But how much of that is R.R. Martin though, and how much of it is the Game of Thrones fans getting the treatment that anime fans are so used to, where it's like, yeah, the source material isn't done yet, so we're gonna fuck it up completely and just.
I think it's both. Honestly, I think it's the worst of both, because you're right. The way it ended is not entirely George R.R. Martin's fault, but the bones are still his.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
And the issues that I still have with it of there's too much rape, there's too much sexualized violence, there's too much blatant racism for no reason because that's a choice you made. You wrote this book in a modern era. Every time there is a rape, that's the decision you make. You can't just wipe the history filter over it and say it's historical, because that's not how history works. Those are choices that you make, and I will disagree with them. But yeah, going through my Game of Thrones stuff where it's like, those two have X energy. What happened here? What's going on here? Love to see more like actual homosexual representation in Game of Thrones. But yeah, like, it's weird. Yes.
No, just keep talking. I'm trying to find a character name. What the hell was that sound?
That was me.
No, there was a
I
There
very
was a
recently watched Yuri on Ice myself. I think I enjoyed it a lot since I kind of got to enjoy it by myself in relation to Amanda very, very quietly enjoyed things. Yeah, like honestly, you know what? I've tried to rewatch Yuri on Ice like 3 times and I think it's perfectly serviceable.
well, you know how I feel.
Yeah, it's
I
it's it's perfectly serviceable. You know, it gets
I love it personally
and
for a
that's
lot of
I'm
reasons.
and I don't hate you for it.
No,
I don't think you're a lesser human being for saying that. But like
thank you.
I don't. But like yeah, I remember I was watching it with a friend because I was like, I really want to give it another try, mostly because of Corolla. It's like I want to give it another try. You know, I want to see if I can make things work for the kids. And I remember like getting to the end of the episode, and my friend is like, "So how do you feel?" I'm like, "I feel nothing.
Oh no.
I feel nothing." And like not in a bad way. Like it's an anime. Like it washed over me,
Hmm.
but it wasn't like, "Oh my god, I've fallen in love. This is my obsession. This is my personality." It's okay.
Yeah,
Episode's
but
over.
I mean that's fair. It's
Yeah.
I mean I do that with so many things. Like I watch it and I don't really like I don't dislike it, but it does nothing for me.
Yeah.
And like that's how I feel about a lot of things now. And of course, a lot of this can be attributed to the fact that I have been burned out and depressed for Check's calendar since
A long time.
2016. So
Same.
I have a hard time really getting into things now. And then when
Same.
I do get into things, I get
They be my entire personality.
yeah, like
Like Sarazanmai and Devilman Crybaby.
and for me most recently my obsession with Kin Porsche. Like I cannot
I've
remember the
just let
last
you
time. Oh my god, it's so
I've
good.
just let you do it.
It's so good. But
I didn't
now
say it was bad.
but now I'm in Thai BL hell. I had like I tweeted about this. Like I had two there were two main reasons why I wasn't getting into Thai BL when everyone started watching together the series and everything like years ago. And the one was that I was still kind of on the fence with live action series because I had been hurt so many times. I'd had so many experiences where I ended up disappointed and frustrated. And the second
Mhm.
reason was, but what if I'm not disappointed and frustrated? Because the Thai BL machine is just throwing out series, like multiple series a month. I
Mhm.
can't keep up with that. So if I like it, I'm gonna, and now look at me. Now look at
Yeah.
me. Now
I
I'm just
mean,
watching these shows. Help.
that's like you're good. I mean, it's not the
No.
worst thing. Like
But I
there's
can't.
definitely there's definitely some newer anime that I would love to try. I just like my cycle for it has to be so off from what
Yeah.
everyone else is doing because I have no patience for like modern fandoms machine. I'm like, oh my
Yeah.
god, this is the first series to cover this storyline.
No, it
I don't have
isn't.
it isn't. I have -5 patience for dealing with that. So like even the newer stuff that I am ingesting, I'm still a little bit behind everyone else except for the My Hero manga that I
Mm.
hate read in silence. Um, that I hate read at night in silence and don't talk to anyone about it because I'm way ahead of all of my friends who are watching the anime.
Mm.
So, yeah, it's been kind of nice because it's isolating and
Yeah.
I don't have to listen to children talk about how much they feel seen by Deku.
But it's like that is exactly what I do as well. I am constantly behind, partially because hello, depressed and executive dysfunction, I suppose, but also because I like to watch things with my girlfriend and she doesn't have a lot of time, so we always end up lagging behind. So we're like
Mhm.
7 episodes behind on everything. So now I'm like looking at the fall season and all of the series coming out. There's a lot of good stuff coming in the fall season. I'm very excited for Chainsaw Man, mostly because I'm a Mappa whore.
Tried watching
But
all of this shit because
oh, I
everyone was
haven't.
saying it was perfect. I gave it so much of my time, and I was just like treating it like work at
Hmm.
one point. Yeah, I've been there. I've been there
Hmm.
where I've just been like treating anime like this is a job, and I don't. Well, no, that happens
Yeah.
to me when I panel, where I have to like catch up on like what the kids are talking about. So I have to like go through and watch all the new series, and I'm just like, I
Yeah,
don't
but when it
care.
starts feeling like a chore, because it's kind of like it's like you said when you panel. Like I love paneling. I love talking about these things that I'm interested in, that I care
Mhm.
about. But then it becomes work. It's like I love writing until someone says to me, finish this script, and I'm like, I
Well,
I
for
hate this now.
me, it's more of like having to rewatch newer series because I reached a point with paneling where like I was making references to anime that I always thought was classic, that I always thought would come around and stay around. And increasingly I had kids, and I don't say this, to be a boomer, but like that just did not understand what I was talking about. Where it's
Yeah.
like, I made a reference to Inuyasha once and it was like, I don't know what that is.
It's like it's like that thing I saw that was like, it was supposed to be like, it was like a chart, and they had put Lucky Star and Suzumiya Haruhi under ancient. Like, what the
Right.
fuck? That was 2007.
Right. So like the stuff that I'm referencing is,
Mm-hmm.
hieroglyphics at this point. Yet alone if I bring up, well, I can bring up Lupin because of the new series.
Yeah, like
I can
that's kind of like
kind of,
always
yeah,
relevant.
Lupin's always around for some reason. But like even ones that I would swear that every again just Criterion Collection anime like Samurai Champloo, like Cowboy Bebop, like the original Full Metal Alchemist. It's like,
Mm.
oh, I don't know what those are. It's like,
But like, I haven't seen Cowboy Bebop. Like, I've seen the film. I am working on getting through my backlog so we can watch the series, but I've never seen it. I've had it sitting around for years. I just have never had the time to see it.
yeah, that
I
makes
know.
no sense to me. I'm sorry,
I
like
know.
that.
I
That
know.
doesn't.
And it doesn't make any sense because I will do these things where I'm like, because I'm exhausted and constantly stressed, everything that has more than 12 episodes feels impossible to me. And so that instead I just go and watch like a million other things, and then every time I'm like, well, I could have watched that entire season. I could have, you know, and but we've been rewatching because we've been rewatching. I rewatched Sailor Moon twice, and then we were struggling, struggling through Kyokara Mao. It took us friggin' 7 years to
I just
see.
noticed the cell. Oh well,
Oh no!
it's fine. It's the one part that's adhesive and not like pinned into the wall, so
Mm,
it's fine. You guys get a slight imperfection. Uh, but
it's okay
like
because you're perfect.
that's not true. Oh, that's not. But
Take
like
my compliment, or
no. But like yeah, so like I'll have that where like I realize like I'm making references that people just don't understand, and it's
Mm.
like now I have to talk about character. Now when I'm talking about character arcs, I need to lay
I'm
down.
sorry,
And actually
JB. I'm
I mean,
sorry.
like now when I'm talking about character arcs, I unfortunately have to talk about Deku and Bakugo. I wish I didn't. I wish I could just talk about Case Closed all day. I wish more people would watch Case Closed, even though it's still ongoing.
I have a friend who's really into it. So,
Yeah, we all have that one friend who's weird and wrong. Um, I wish I could. I wish I
no, I
understood
mean,
where.
case
Yes,
closed. Yeah.
yeah, I know, but
Yeah,
like,
okay.
I wish I understood what's going on in One Piece now, because I could reference One Piece, 700 episodes earlier. I don't know what the fuck's happening now. I don't know who all these new characters are.
I don't know
So
anything.
yeah, I have to do these like rewatches or these like really, really condensed watches where for the most part I've been averaging about one new anime a year.
Mm.
I think I fell off after season 2 of Beastars. So like I've been pretty consistently able to do at least like one new anime a year. And then like I kind of fell off. But yeah, like I did Beastars, I did I did Hitori Jime My Hero,
Mm.
you know, I do watch modern anime. I usually just do it in silence. I'm probably gonna
And
watch. Yes,
you watched the Twittering Birds movie.
I did. Yes,
That
I
that
did.
counts. That
That does
counts.
count. That counts. I watched that. But bringing it back to side characters, it's weird to it's weird when you do kind of get brain rot and when you're in the moment of talking about it and it's like, oh yeah, I don't really do this, and then it's like, oh shit, I do this all the time.
Yeah. I
I
think
do this constantly.
to an extent, I feel like it's kind of like you're so used to it that you don't even it doesn't even register anymore. You're just kind of like going about
Well,
your day and
and I will also say I think it depends on like and coming from like older shonen especially, the definition of a side character is still somewhat, contested,
Yeah.
because I had mentioned like Havoc and Mustang. Some would argue that Havoc, especially if you've watched Brotherhood, which is not a spoiler, that he's definitely not as side character as he was
Yeah,
in the original.
exactly.
I would argue that he's been on the side always, and that's where he belongs, and he's perfect, and I love him. But depending on who you're talking to, some people's definition of a side character is not necessarily a side character.
Yeah.
And one thing about rare pair also is that rare pair almost never means that you're the only person who likes it.
No.
It just means that you might be the largest producer of that thing. But there's an artist that I follow who looks away because the only thing I've seen of FMA was the live action and every animated scene of Mustang. I mean, I'm not happy about that answer, but Mustang is pretty great. There's an artist that I follow that draws a lot of Skeptic from My Hero Academia and like loves shipping Skeptic off, especially like with Dobby and with Hawks, and occasionally like with other characters. And like one thing I've learned watching this artist is that it's not that Skeptic and other characters is a rare pair, it's that no one knew this was an option, and now that they knew we could sexualize that computer gremlin, everyone wants to see him get dick down.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know you could ship Skeptic with anyone. I didn't know that was an option. Oh, you can ship him with people? Yeah. Wreck that twink. Let's go. And,
I do love it when an artist opens that door for me. And I
love it.
Good thought. I will get on this. But yeah. I don't know.
It's like, oh, you could ship Getten and Dobby because, the whole fire and ice thing? Yeah, ship the ice gremlin. Let's go. Do it.
Yeah. But, but it's going back to, again, the whole fandoms are very much not streamlined. We're very much not a hive mind, and no one agrees on anything. So then you'll have like things like, when I was looking up and preparing for this month's topic, there was this thing about how I have still not seen Beastars.
What the fuck are you doing, girl?
I don't know.
I'm over here trying to be like non-judgmental because I understand. I'm also burned out. I'm also depressed. You don't get to say shit about me in my one new anime a year.
But I watched BNA and I enjoyed it. And then I was like, maybe I will watch Beastars. But I don't know. What was I saying? I was saying something.
Fandom is out of hive mind.
Yeah, and so like some people will argue that a rare pair is just any pairing that isn't like the main, like the most popular, which is like, I mean, if it's like the second most, like Kakairu is not a rare pair, okay?
No.
It's like the second most.
It's literally. Now, it's a rare pair in the sense of we imagined it to be real because they've actually never spent time together.
But fair, but also they did a very good job raising their son together.
Yeah, they did an excellent job.
They were never in the same frame at the same time.
Like, I was talking to someone who's an ex now, and I had mentioned like how strong of like a Kakashi Iruka shipper I was. And they were like, why? They've never been in the same room together. And it's like, you shut your whore mouth.
Yeah, like, so
and then, like flipping through, because, I had been on that train since I was in high school. It's like, everything can't be a lie. Everything was a lie. They've never been in the same room together.
I feel like they have, though, but
I mean, they've been in the same room, but like, for the chokeholds that Kakashi Iruka had on us for so many years...
Yeah, and it's such a perfect example because it's one of those things that is just like, it's accounted for, it's accepted, everyone agrees on it. And then you look at the source material, it's like,
wait a minute.
Where did we get this? Like, I don't even know where it came from.
Like Matt having red hair.
That is a perfectly valid thing.
Where did it come from? He's not a redhead.
Someone colorized a manga page.
You are not just a freak. You are
no.
How did we change his hair color?
But because no one knew his hair color, and then someone
It's
colorized the
not.
manga page, and then
'Cause
someone
he's
started.
not.
But he looks good as a redhead.
'Cause he's not a redhead. He's his hair is brown.
And now it is, but it wasn't. No one knew. No one
No,
knew.
like in the manga, it's like in the anime, it's
Yeah, but he didn't have a hair color. And I mean, if they wanted, if they had anything against our headcanoning Matt as a redhead, they would have told us sooner what he really
yeah,
looked like. I think it's fair.
it's we've changed everything about him.
We haven't. He's
No, I'm looking at him in the anime. We've changed everything about him.
but we didn't know he wasn't.
His hair's fucking green.
It's not green.
It's green.
I don't think it's green.
It's green, friend. I'm looking at it.
Are you sure?
Yes.
You sure you're not colorblind? Red,
green.
green.
My bro, it's green. My brother in Christ. It's green.
How am I your brother in Christ?
Bro, it's green.
keep your Catholicism away from me.
The defensive, no, we haven't.
I mean that. No, we haven't.
We haven't.
I have no idea what's going on. No,
How did we? Yes.
Speaking of haiku, is because I think that Tsuki and what's his name, Kuro, would be a good couple. Like just like visually, I like the looks of Kuro and Tsuki. Although obviously they both have boyfriends, and I ship them with their boyfriends. But I think they're interesting together. I think they are one of my like. I'll retweet that if it appears on my page. Like I enjoy it. It's just a thought.
Okay. Thank you, Death Note fandom trivia. So Matt's true name is Mile, not the English word for male.
Yeah.
Let's see. Matt is possibly left-handed, judging from how he reaches for his gun. While Matt's official hair color is brown and his eyes are blue, fan art almost always depicts him as having red hair with green eyes. This is because he became rapidly popular with the fandom as soon as he was debuted in the manga.
Exactly.
So the color scheme for him was already unofficially agreed upon by the fans.
Exactly.
Before his official hair color was shown.
This is what I worked on. This is what I based myself on when I did the cosplay last year. Except I had green. I didn't have any green contacts. I used my blue ones.
Yes. So you were correct.
Yes, I am correct. See?
I love that like we've created like a whole other like second like a 2P version of Matt that's not canon.
It's okay. That Matt is also fine with his twink boyfriend somewhere and not at all well,
his eyes are so big in the anime.
He's such a pretty boy. I like him a lot.
He's a good
Are
boy.
you okay? He is a good boy.
That was just so sincere. I wasn't expecting it out of you.
But he is. There's
like
no
that
other...
was like that was.
Oh, hi,
so
Pusagi.
sincere.
My friend.
Oh, hello. Hello, friend.
Yes, of course you were summoned by the twink boyfriends. That's very you. Hi.
Oh my god, no.
I can be wholesome.
No, you are wholesome.
Thank you.
You are wholesome. It keeps. Oh my god. So, if you have any questions, yes.
Yes, but you know, I see you. That is valid.
If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns about our episode on side characters and rare pairs, let us know. Because we could talk about Matt and Mello all day long.
But they definitely do not count as a rare pair because they are more popular than the main pairing.
Yeah, no, they are not a rare pair at all.
Also, what is happening? Why is Ushijima so damn tall? For one,
because it's anime, and no one knows what height is.
I mean, Murasaki Bara is an actual titan, so there's that. I love him. I love him with my soul.
Okay.
Yeah,
You
I
don't
just
you
needed to put that out there.
okay, I appreciate you didn't have to, but I appreciate it. It's like I wasn't saying anything about that.
No, I was no. It's just it's a natural thing for me to say, that I mentioned Murasaki Bara, and then I have to add my love to him after. It's like a compulsion.
He big.
Yeah, I'm sure he is.
Side characters, they're like anyone who is not the main pair. Anyone who I guess like isn't the main cast.
Yeah, like
Like a supporting character.
Tamaki. Like Tamaki, who gets to be in one frame for half a second before he disappears into the background forever. He's an extreme side character. Like he's the most side character there ever was. Like what the hell?
I would argue that My Hero is full of side characters. Your
You
friend
see?
doesn't know who Tamaki is.
You see? You do know. I know you know.
I would argue that he's not that side character. I would feel like My Hero has more side characters.
But he's trying really hard to be
Okay,
the most side character.
Yeah, a character trying to be a side character does not make them a side character.
No, but like it's like that one scene.
Yeah,
There.
like that.
But it's like that one scene when he was in the background and no one even saw him, and we were watching on the projector, and he was literally outside of the screen, like he was on the wall next to the screen, and I was like, "Oh, it's Tom again." My girlfriend was like, "Where?" I'm like, "There, in the background, outside of the screen."
Okay, but again, him trying to be a background character is not him being a background character.
Yeah, but it's so funny because he's one of the big three, and then he's just like.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I would not really argue that he's that side of a side character.
Well, he was when I fell in love with him because he appeared once, tried to disappear into a wall, despite that not being his quirk. And then
I was about to say, I don't think he can do that.
I think he's trying really hard.
Yeah, but like, that's the one thing I will say I hate about My Hero is just like not understanding how any of this stupid magical realism shit works.
I don't care. I'm just accepting it. I'm just like, whatever. I just want to look at the pretty boys and girls.
Are you sexualizing minors, Corolla?
Me? Never. I would never.
Are you sexualizing fictional minors?
You gotta remember that. Yes. How do you not know? Okay. No,
Yeah.
that Tamaki is not.
He's not a side.
He's not a side character. No. We need to hang out more.
I would love his heel turn. I know it's profiling. We're not profiling and sexualizing fictional characters.
Gang Orca is an adult.
He is.
Yeah. I guess he's a whale. I'm just not only listen, perk up your ears. Not only am I possibly sexualizing these fictionalized drawings.
You're sexualizing a whale.
But I wasn't the one sexualizing the whale, first of all. But also, I am an aged up minor. What are you going to do about it? And so are you.
I'm going to
So, like, we're already problematic.
I had neuron activation of wanting to throw something. aged up minor.
We are though. Like ever since I saw that one tweet that was like, I don't care if they're both over 20. If they have an age gap, then the youngest one is still underage. And I'm like, they're 22.
My favorite was anytime that you write a character who's under like 5'5", they're minor coded because only like minors are short. And it's like, I'm 32 years old. I pay taxes. Am I minor coded?
Yes.
What? One of his main concerns is that he frightens children. I'm just like, someone found family. Yep. Yeah. He has to protect the children. Because Lord knows the children keep going into stupid situations.
Yes. But anyways, what I concluded, like I've said before, is that basically if you've ever been a child, you can never have sex. Because you're an aged up minor, and that's problematic. Right. That's what I've
Okay.
gotten out of these tweets.
Oh, I've also we have to be careful, make sure that the characters aren't neurodivergent coded. They might be autism coded.
But
They could be coded for autism. It's like it's like a label that you put on the back of their shirt.
I'm so tired.
I'm exhausted.
You must be this tall to be an adult. Yes.
I'm so small.
And again, like
Am I not an adult?
Like I think I'm just over that height that they decided on. But I stopped growing when I was 12. So if I'm still the same height that I was when I was 12, am I still minor coded?
I don't like it either. Most of us don't like it. It is high key harmful. Yeah.
I
Most
think
of us.
like, you know, we've discussed this before. Like, I think it's perfectly okay if you like, oh, I want to write, you know, like I am reading that this character in that way, and like I will argue for it in this and this way. So I will
Mhm.
write a fic where it makes sense, you know, or whatever.
Mhm.
But you can't force that to be like your headcanon doesn't have to be everyone else's headcanon, and that, you know, yeah. I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm so tired of having this conversation. It's like I absolutely respect people who find, you know, what the hell is happening? Who see themselves in characters and you know, and who benefits from it. I just don't think, you know, moralists don't harass people over fictional characters.
Correct. But yeah, if you guys have questions or anything like that, we're here to answer them.
Throw your rare pairs at us.
Yeah, throw your rare
We'll
pairs
rate
at us.
your rare pairs.
If we know who they are, let's be realistic. Because
Listen,
apparently neither of us have seen an anime since.
I have seen some stuff lately, but I haven't been shipping anyone in it.
Because apparently neither of us have watched an anime since 2016.
Listen, I'm watching Komi-san for one.
Okay.
I'm watching
That's fair.
season 2.
Okay.
I
You're
mean,
entitled to that.
Yeah, I can monologue for a bit about, you know, all of these. Yes.
Yes.
Very much. Wait, where are you? It's there you are. Yes.
It took us a year. It took us a year to learn left and right.
I've had a lot of caffeine. I am fine.
I don't think you are.
No.
But yeah, absolutely. Hitalia
Cuba,
counts.
Canada? Huh.
Yes!
I don't even remember Cuba.
They played football together.
I can't remember this at
And
all.
no one knows that Canada is there. Cuba's one of the only characters that can see him. So no one knows that Canada exists.
I love how excited you are. You're just like beaming. You're like radiant right now.
I love Hitalia so much.
I
and
know
like no
you
one
do.
talks about it outside of to bash it. But
No.
like
Yeah.
I really love Hitalia. But like, yeah, like no one knows that Canada's there. Except for Cuba. Cuba's one of the few characters that regularly can see him. They play baseball together. Like they understand each other in a weird way. Because even though Canada technically is main cast because he's America's twin brother, despite them having different birthdays. Well, they're the North America twins, but their birthdays are different. Do not ask questions.
It's okay. Oh, it's fine.
But they're twins. He's he's like a literal like ghost. Like no one knows he's there.
Yeah, it's like yeah.
Okay, we're not doing Russia and China. I will not go back there. I know. No, I will not go back there.
I really, really loved Lietpol, Lithuania and Poland, but I don't think they're a rare pair. I think.
Well, no, not really. They're pretty much canon.
They're canon.
I'm read a BL. I'm not the one imagining the characters or protecting myself project myself into one of them. A fly on the wall. That's fair. Yes, I think it depends for me. It really does depend for me. Like there are some where I'm able to slot myself in. I think especially as I get older, it's a little bit different. But
you just don't like being called out for for your very dubious taste in
Oh, I don't give a fuck.
okay.
I don't care. I like sketchy men. I like sketchy fictional
I
men.
know you like I mean, but listen. Yes.
Tucker is not the worst. He cannot be the worst.
How I personally
Tucker
cannot.
cannot.
Oh, hello, you peachy ass arrived. Peachy.
Tucker cannot be the worst. Out of all the sketchy fictional men that I've talked about, Tucker cannot be the worst. He can't.
I'm struggling to remember someone who is worse, but I don't. I wouldn't put it past you.
Pops into the chat right on time.
You know, I'm expecting Peachy to just bring everything. Like, give us your rare pairs, because I'm sure you have some wild
Yeah,
ones.
no, I'm sorry. I like a lot of sketchy men. Tucker cannot be the worst.
I'm just Griffith. I please tell me I wasn't the like. I watched Berserk for the first time
Never watched Berserk.
in I can't remember what year it was. I think it was like 2016 or something. I finally watched it after looking at clips of naked penisless Griffith for years. I was like, I need to know what the deal is. And I mean, I mean, I love Casca with my heart, but there's something there, you know, Griffith and Guts. I forgot his name. Uh, but you know, they're not a rare pair. But he is awful, and I love him, but I also hate him a lot. But yeah, but he's a good horrible one for sure. God,
You okay over there?
I'm sure you'd love him because he's
Okay, I've
he's,
never finished it, but everything I know about him is quality.
yeah.
There's a sketchy girl in Tower of God, Rachel, not sketchy man, but she feels fish little age. Mood and relatable. Oh my god, I get it. I get it. No, I like a lot of sketchy men. Tucker cannot be the worst. He cannot be the worst of the sketchy men that I like. And he's probably up there, but he cannot be the worst.
I mean, I'm struggling to remember any, but then again, you know, my brain is just dead. So I
Also, not to sound like an elder Fudanshi, but being a boy who knew he was queer in the early aughts of middle school, reading BLs, the school setting that I could find was a lot. Absolutely. Yeah, completely. Yeah, I say it a million times, but Yuki Eri was my gender for a reason. Like, I figured so much out because of being able to read BL and stuff like that. So
yeah, and you know, it was like I've been saying for a million years that I really, really love school settings. Partially because I just really like, not that some of these aren't insane, but you know, I like down to earth stories. I'm not really big on the whole, you know, futuristic fantasy, space opera, those types of things. I like, you know, like set in real life stories. And as someone who has been a teenager, who enjoyed being a teenager, and who can relate, because I'm not great at being an adult, I really like high school stories and school setting BLs. So.
See, I don't anymore. Just, I mean, I don't think I'm great at being an adult, but I don't really like them anymore. I liked Hitsuri Jime My Hero, and I liked Cute High Earth Defense Club Love.
Yes. Oh, that's a fun one.
Cute High was so cute, and like no one talks about it enough. But Cute High Earth Defense Club Love.
I haven't seen, how many seasons are there now? Are there 2 or 3?
I think there's 3. I don't acknowledge the other 2 seasons. That first season was really like all we needed.
Yeah, because I think I've only seen the first season.
Yeah, we
enjoyed the hell out of it. We had so much fun watching that.
Okay.
I haven't seen that one yet.
Right.
Or I've seen parts of it.
I've seen pieces of it. I've seen pieces, but I'm willing to agree with you.
But with Hitori Jime My Hero, when I started watching that, I was like, yes,
Yes.
yes. But you know, Peachy, the manga, read the manga again. Or did you? I can't remember if you actually did after I decided to brainwash literally everyone last year.
Eri was really, really
He,
relatable in that. Well, like especially for me watching the anime, I think the manga. I mean, there's a lot of reasons to hate on the anime, but I think making Eri a little bit more grounded in this world of otherwise very, very big characters was kind of like a good call.
yeah, I mean, you know, don't get me wrong, because I love the anime. I love it a lot. But
There's,
I have
there
such
is, yes. Go
I
ahead.
have such a deep, deep love for the manga and
Yeah,
manga Yuki, because I just,
yeah.
you know, because he gets a lot more space in the manga to be more expressive. And having said that, I love him so much in the anime as well. Like, you
Yeah.
know,
I think that there's just something about him being so much more grounded, especially in relation to all of the insanity around him. Like there is almost this like he's the straight man to all these other larger than life characters.
yeah.
And I really like that. There's a lack of Koga Inuyasha fanfic. I feel like that's a rare pair. Uh you know what? That's a pairing that I remember seeing a lot when I was younger. So there it might be a rare pair now, but when I was younger, you know, I will say there wasn't a lot of gay shipping for Inuyasha, like in general. There were the occasional people that thought that Moroku and Inuyasha had a thing. There wasn't a lot of incest between the brothers. Koga's great, Peachy. Uh,
Wait, who are the brothers? Because, you know, I've never watched it. Sesshomaru?
Shishomaru and Inuyasha.
Yeah, because I know I've seen a lot of that
Cute
back in the
eyes,
day.
good. So there actually wasn't a ton of that. It might have just been like a particular circle that you were in, but like there actually wasn't a lot of shipping between the brothers because they hate each other, like and not in the cute way, like they like not in the kiss fall in love way. They hate each other.
So
Um,
not in the spurned ex boyfriend kind of.
no,
No.
not like they hate each other. Like could not like you could not put them in the same room long enough to fuck kind of way.
Oh dear.
So it was kind of weird when I always saw people like shipping them because it's like Shishomaru doesn't even acknowledge really Inuyasha as family because they're half siblings, and Inuyasha certainly doesn't care about Shishomaru. Given how much of a Fujo I've never shipped Inuyasha. I've never really done a lot of shipping for Inuyasha except for Bankotsu and Jakotsu from the Band of Seven.
But I
Those
feel like
are gay men. I'm gonna Roblox myself.
yes.
Listen, I'm
But
trying.
in my defense, what I do want to say is because that's one of those very early formative series that everyone has seen, but it never aired here. I feel like a lot of you guys saw it because it was, you know, it
Yeah,
was
it ran for
licensed.
like 1,000 years on Adult
Yeah,
Swim.
and we didn't have it. Like
Yeah, okay.
we had Pokemon, and for the longest time we had Pokemon, and then I would watch Sailor Moon in Swedish, and then we got Digimon, and we got Beyblade, but we didn't have. And then I watched Yu-Gi-Oh also in Swedish, but we never had Inuyasha. So by the time I started getting into series and, you know, learn how to torrent and things, I just never watched it because I don't know, it kind of just slipped out of my
I think the first time that we made
reach, I think.
Shishomaru was Shem. Yeah, there was some stabbing. There was some stabbing.
Oh
Yeah,
dear.
they don't. So like Inuyasha is weird because like yeah, I mean outside of like Bankotsu and Jakotsu and the Band of Seven, like arguments can be made about there being some gay stuff, but like honestly, even looking at like the obvious pairings that are obvious, they're usually so poorly written that it's like I don't want you guys to be together.
Mm. But I don't know. At least for me, I feel like there are a lot of these, like what I talked about when I mentioned in the Patreon app, that one pairing that is literally sort of there's a fire lit under it by the actual series, like canonically, and it just
Mhm.
went over my head because I really love the straight romance in Karekano, and I really love that, you know, the main couple. And I was also young and didn't really, you know, I hadn't really awoken yet as a Fujo. And I think that there's a lot of like older series where we just didn't think that way yet. because we hadn't discovered the gay
Yeah,
in it.
there's a lot of series. Surprised to know. Peachy, no. Peachy, no. No, Peachy, we can't. No.
Peachy on brand.
See, I'm allergic to that taste. Peachy, no. Peachy, we can't do that. No, Peachy. Peachy, we can't
It's like
do
you're
that.
talking to a dog. Like, no.
That's how I feel right now. I'm talking to a dog that has something in its mouth. Peachy, no. We can't. We can't apologize for the one thing we all agreed we didn't want. We all agreed. We had our meeting at the end of the series that was the one thing we didn't want. And then Yashahime comes out and we're like, I wonder if they're going to do the one thing that we all said we don't want. And then they did the thing that we all said we didn't want. Peachy, we had a meeting. You were there. You were in attendance.
Coming from the Shaw Tucker apologist.
At least Tucker wasn't preying on actual minors in a sexual way. He just had a slightly eroticized fight with Edward Elric.
And Zach, yeah, well, what a waste.
What a waste.
I mean, it was wasteful. Like, he was all, I had to sacrifice you because my experiment. And then there was no point to it.
No, there wasn't. Oh my God, all of you degenerates. All of you degenerate. Oh no.
Stop judging the audience.
I'm judging the audience.
I'm
judging the audience. Oh, Transformers!
Come join us on the Yaoi Shelf where we judge the hell out of you. Well, I did.
Like you don't judge people.
What?
Yeah, you little shit. No! Pot and kettle. Fuck off.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Don't poke the Inuyasha shirts. That's true.
Oh, hi, Mika. Another.
Damn it. No, we had a meeting at the end of the series saying that we weren't going to do this.
I wasn't there. I have no idea.
Never watched Inuyasha. We had a meeting at the end of the series that we weren't going to have Shishomaru pork the actual child. That's what we said. We all agreed at the meeting that we weren't going to have actual, like, that stuff. No. Oh.
You're so upset.
Because it's the one thing we didn't want. It's the one thing that everyone was like, Shishomaru keeps hanging out with that kid. I hope that doesn't mean anything later. Yeah, we don't touch Shippo or Rin. No, those are the cinnamon rolls. You put those in a box. No. Peachy, no.
This is a targeted attack right now. We're being terrorized.
Peachy, no.
This is the revenge because I haven't answered Peachy in our DMs, and I was supposed to, and I haven't. I'm sorry.
It's complicated. It is complicated, but the complication is that we shouldn't have done it.
I have no, but I mean, since we have Peachy here, a dramatical murder connoisseur, I just want to throw out.
Okay, if we have to use this argument, we're wrong. If we have to use this argument, we're already in the wrong. Hold on. Climbs on Soapbox. I don't care if it's basic. Megatron and Optimus Clang. Megatron and Starscream forever.
I don't know.
No, she didn't. I know what Corolla does.
No,
and it's not check our DMs.
I haven't checked any. No, but I saw it, and then I was going to consult with you, and then I don't know, the world came in the way. No, but I was saying because dramatical murder connoisseurs. When I was writing my list over rare pairs, or just in general pairings I'd like to see. While I will love Alba and Noise until I die, I would love to see Noise with Vitri because I just think the three of them would look great together. Yes. Please.
We can agree. Yes. Yes. We can agree. That was the consensus, that it was a choice that none of us wanted.
It doesn't sound like there was a choice. It just
There was a
It
choice.
sounds like there was a steamroller of just like things that happened.
You just had this. Are you discussing things outside of?
I don't.
I've never
No.
contemplated that.
But now you can, because I've been thinking about it. Because Vitri, the appeal of Vitri to me is that they essentially look like they're twins, and Noise looks a lot like them. So I've always had like an inkling towards that. Like I just think it would be interesting. Probably horrible and painful and cruel, but you know, I'll take it. I'll take it.
Listen, I just want to go back into the box and talk about Emmett and Volo. I just want to go back to the train wreck box.
Oh, now Peach is gonna get excited in the chat.
Yes.
See the
Why am I
make,
so? Why
the
am I so
make apologizers have appeared.
to toxic men? Well, because toxic men are interesting.
Fictional,
as long as they're fictional.
Fictional toxic men are kind of fun. And especially when they're like fucking train wrecks. Thank you! Yes!
I just want to go back in the box and talk about
Look what I
wreck.
made.
I just want to talk about Emmett showing his immense displeasure for Volo's shit with his dick.
I've never... I didn't even know there was a market for Mink and Claire, to be honest.
I've never engaged in this fandom.
How? You have to
never.
Why aren't you
will
playing
not.
New Carnival yet, Amanda? Huh?
Because it looks stupid. and I don't want to.
I have played this dumb game for over 200 days.
Yes.
Join me, please.
No.
Please.
It looks dumb. Lots of fan art. I mean,
I don't know.
Yeah.
If we're still talking about Claire and Mink, I think it's just because I just live on Noise and Alba, and that's all I care about. What is this box that we've opened? It's just like...
Yeah, I don't know what this box is. This
is such a fun live. What the hell? Everyone's just like...
I don't know what this box is. I don't like this box. What the fuck's going on with this one box that we opened up? It's like the Pandora's box. It's like all the chaos in the Fujin realm is in this box. There is a very Bishonen picture of Jean Havoc on my secret Twitter timeline, and I know from exactly which episode it is, and I'm a little bit disappointed in myself.
No, you're not. You're proud.
I'm not really proud. I'm not that proud.
Which statue is it? Because which one is it?
Which episode is it from?
No, the comment. Micah's comment about Alba. Is it the one with the cross? Because I have that one and I love it with my soul. I have the first one and I have the one with the cross. I don't have the gothic one.
No. No. Why are you like this?
I am looking forward to it. Yes.
In the middle of writing the complexities of New Carnival. Yeah, I haven't played the game.
I started my day today by...
Hold on. Games I've been playing.
Yes, BDSM Alba. I started my day by unlocking Gothic slut Kuya's second intimacy room. So I got a blowjob in my face first thing in the morning. My girlfriend was sitting here and she was like, "What is happening?" And I'm like, "I didn't think this would be a cutscene, but now we have to watch it."
So games that I'm playing: Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, Pokemon Go, and Pokemon Master Sex.
Yeah, I have the Anima Falling one too. Yes.
Fun. Sounds like a good morning. I mean, I guess so.
I mean, it was a bit weird, that particular scene, but not as weird as the one I unlocked the other day with like normal SR Edmund. Because he was sort of floating in the air. He was supposed to be like leaning on a desk, but I was like, the gravity here is fucked. Like Edmund isn't the one getting fucked. The gravity here is fucked. Why is he floating? So there was that. I'm enjoying this game. You should join us. It's very fun.
What is the point?
The point is to get angry at failing gotcha systems and level up boys and whore them out with each other.
But
and
I can do that in Pokemon Master Sex.
Yeah, but yeah, screw the boys. See, Mika gets it.
I don't understand this game.
It's
I don't understand.
no, but because you need to play it so that you can become just as destroyed and cursed as the rest of us. It's
I don't think I want that. You're not making it sound like it's a positive.
I spent 20 contracts last night. I did not get Quincy. I need Quincy to come home. Like, just I need you so I can collect these rewards a little bit faster. I hate this stupid game.
I feel like there's a whole other conversation happening, like that I'm just like in the background of. Because yeah, I don't play New Carnival.
But you should. We had a thing. We had a Twitter thing.
It never reached the number that it was supposed to.
I can't remember what number it was supposed to be, but people were invested. I feel like you should do it for the fans.
You watch Inuyasha and I'll play New Carnival.
When am I going to have time to watch Inuyasha?
When am I going to have time to play New Carnival?
You don't need to spend that much time every day playing New Carnival.
You don't need to spend that much time watching Inuyasha.
There's like 500 episodes.
There is not 500 episodes.
Mm.
Exactly.
But it's not even gay. You've already established that it's not even gay. Why do you want to watch it then?
I have other gay things.
Yes.
Gay exists.
I am going to watch. Oh my god. What? Cowboy Bebop.
How is it comparable? It's comparable because it's necessary. Hold on. I got a Vicky subscription of the week because I'm opening a Pandora's Toy box of live action BL. So far, I've watched My Beautiful Man, Semantic Error. Any other recommendations?
I love My Beautiful Man so much. It's so good. I love them so much. I'm watching. What am I watching? I'm watching Takagi and Amagi-kun right now. It's not that great, but what? I'm trying to remember what's on Viki because I have Viki and I have Gaga and I have IQE. So The Man Who Defies BL is really funny. And speaking of side characters, there is an episode of The Man Who Defies BL. Actually, he's in 2 episodes. There's a character who's like in the back, and I was screaming my head off because it's Ryu Kitamura, and he played in one of my favorite music videos. But he's played Sai in the Naruto stage play. He's been in a bunch of these live action plays. He plays Todoroki in the live action. The live action Hero Academia play, and he has this very, very minuscule role in The Man Who Defies BL, and I was screaming like a maniac throughout the entire thing. My favorite character, he appears in 2 scenes. So here we go. But yeah, there are so many subscription services. Watch Kin Porsche. If you haven't watched Kin Porsche, it's not on Viki, but watch it. It is the best thing ever. It's so good. I love it so much. I'm watching The Eclipse, which I don't love, but I'm enjoying it. I'm watching Love in the Air, which I'm loving more by each episode, especially after this week's episode, because holy Christ. I was bonding with Dr. Thomas over the last episode of Love in the Air, because Jesus.
Great work.
I'm doing great. Ty Hell. Here we go. I'm just trying to remember. Yes. I'm so sad I missed the watch along in the Church of BL server for Kinport. Because all I do is just rewatch episodes 6 and 8. Oh.
I could probably see that.
Yeah, I can see that. And especially Sai, because he's he's not flexible isn't the word I'm looking for, but
Fluid.
yeah, and the thing is,
You
because
can kind of put him with anyone.
he's very open to exploring and learning things about himself and people, so I can see a lot of fun pairings with Sai, absolutely.
Yeah, like I think if anything that might be one of the reasons why like I do have such a hard time shipping him with anyone, like including the canon choices that they made about him, is that he is kind of so fluid and blank that like you can put him anywhere, but all of them feel ever so slightly off.
what I what I think, I mean, and then Kishi went and did to us. Remember when Konohamaru did the Oiroke no ko otoko jutsu,
Mhm.
and we had Sasu Sai, and I'm like, Kishi, why? Why did you plant this in my head? And I want Sasu Naru Sai. Put Naru in the middle, just for a
Yeah,
little
I've seen that
spice.
OT3 a few times.
Yeah, I like that. Although, obviously Sasuke and Naruto are married, so but yeah, and Kiba as well. Like I like Kiba and Kankuro. I think they would look really good together.
Yeah, that's a good hateful pairing.
I enjoy it.
I mean,
Also
Sasori,
Kiba and Shoji.
yeah,
Maybe.
Sasori and Deidara, which is just canon,
But I
but
mean they're married.
it's Matt and Mello.
Yeah, they are
It's
the
Matt
Matt
and
Mellow
Mello.
of Deidara's mellow, right?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Yes.
Yes, yes, yes,
The
yes.
loud, obnoxious blonde is the loud,
Oh
obnoxious blonde.
God. I love them so much. I
No,
was never like there were a lot of like people were pairing Deidara and Tobi or Obi Tobidara. But
now we're back on the right track, Peachy.
yeah,
There we
see
go.
now we're back.
Now we're back.
Now we're
Okay.
back where we started.
Okay, Peachy. Now we're back.
But yeah, no. I never saw the Tobi and Deidara because I'm so attached to Deidara and Sasori.
See, this is what I mean, where it's like Sai and Shikamaru. You know what? Sure.
Yeah, and Sai and Gara, yes. Gara's my baby, and they would look so good together. But again, I also, although I will never acknowledge, we all know how I feel. Actually, we all know the truth. Naruto ended on chapter 698, and nobody acknowledges chapter 700. But what I will say is, as a simp for Ino, I love the idea of Sai and Ino together so much because I don't know how that would work because he is so gay and they have the
Yeah.
same taste in men. And maybe that's it.
I mean, I think like that might be why I'm okay with it, because it might just be like one of those marriages of like we're both very gay.
Yeah, I think so. And also, I found out that Ino's birthday was actually on the 23rd, which is Bisexual Visibility Day. So, I'm just
Mhm.
going to be here with my bisexual queen forever.
Yeah, I love like,
I love her so much.
and their kid is entertaining sometimes.
I don't know that because I don't know anything about the supposed series that people are talking about that
Their
doesn't
kid is
exist.
entertaining sometimes. I think my issue with Bort will always be that like what?
Yes, Mika. Yes, that too.
Yes. But my issue with it is that one, they did a Harry Potter and the Cursed Child thing where like, hey, all those lessons that we learned as children, fuck it. We're just gonna do all the same things again. Kids go into war, kids go into war. All of that stuff about the villages not hating each other. Oh, fuck that. We're back there too. That's what I
It's like how I've heard a lot of like some of my American friends keep referring like as a joke referring to Naruto as Nardo. But the
yeah.
thing is that when you write it out, it's literally spelled the same as a part of our city. Like there's a place in our city called Nardo and it's like spelled in the same way. And
Yeah.
it's so funny every single time.
Yeah. So actually Bort is a Simpsons reference.
I
Because they go to a theme park and Bart doesn't have a nameplate, and like we have Bort.
Oh
So when
right,
so when
right.
they named the show Boruto, it's like, yeah, Bort.
I mean, they should have named it Abort, but I'm fine. It doesn't exist. They should have just killed it. But no,
But
the Switch. No, but I think that could make sense because I remember reading an interview with Kishi like way back in the day when he said that apparently Naruto takes place like in our time. So like they have all the things that we have. It's just that the villagers are somehow really like old fashioned looking, but like they have internet and things. And I'm like, that doesn't. They've never. In that case, why didn't he just put a friggin' GPS tracker on his boyfriend?
yeah,
But
like
yeah,
under that metric, the series should be a lot shorter because there's guns.
supposedly they have all the same things that we have. But
Just shoot each other like the series.
Jesus, if Sasuke had a gun, like it's like the worst thing that could happen to anyone.
Just
Oh
just give
God!
Itachi a gun.
Oh my
Just,
God!
can you imagine Orochimaru with a gun?
No, I don't want to.
Where's that series? Can I give Orochimaru a gun?
Oh God, no! What have you done? Oh
It's like
my
my favorite
God!
Harry Potter mod where you can mod a Harry Potter game and it's not
Oh
wands, it's
no!
guns.
Oh my God! Does the
Where's
gun still choose the owner?
no. You
No.
just where's Orochimaru with a gun? Just give him a gun.
That is terrifying.
But like, yeah, the
I feel
issue was yes.
I feel like if Jiraiya had a gun, he would be like the policeman from what the hell is the name of that series? I know it. これでいいのだ. What? Shinya Tensei Bakabon. He would just turn into the police chief.
If you don't think Naruto isn't the kind of boyfriend to shoot Sasuke with a tracker,
I mean, he would. I mean,
like he's a game animal, just shoot him with a train.
but the thing is, he doesn't need to because at the end of Gravitation in the animated series, when Shuichi just turns into this dog and he has like the red blinking nose and he's like tracking Yuki. That
Yes.
Naruto doesn't need a GPS tracker because he'll find him. He's like, "I'll find you, you bitch! I know that you're running somewhere."
Oh my God.
Oh my God, I love them
yeah,
so much.
Boruto is so weird because like I get the idea of it, but like all the combinations of children, like they're all a little too overpowered.
I know nothing.
Like all of these kids are a little too overpowered, but all of their conflicts are like the exact same as their parents, so it's stupid.
But it's like, I mean, because I don't acknowledge this at all, and I will go out of my way to avoid it. I have seen a couple of clips here and there, and one of the most recent things I saw, which was when Sasuke talks to Kakashi, and and it's about. I mean, we're not going to talk about why he's talking about it because I'm not acknowledging that part. But Kakashi is trying to teach him how to show emotions or whatever. And then Kakashi is like, well, when you talk to Naruto, you call him Usura Tonkachi, right? So it's like a term of endearment. And I'm like, hell yeah! So it's like essentially Kakashi is acknowledging it. And I love that.
No. No. Not the dog tracker.
It's so weird. It's such a weird moment. But we all just kind of accept it because,
Not false. Not false.
like the robot, like the panda bot.
I love the panda robot. It's one of my favorite parts. I like the panda robot. It's stupid. I like the panda
ridiculous,
robot.
But it's just like
it makes zero sense, but I love the panda robot. Like there's nothing about gravitation that makes sense. The sooner that you abandon all hopes of logic.
exactly, and you just have to just enjoy the ride because it's so funny. I mean, it hurts like a bitch, but it's really funny as well.
Yep. This has been such a chaotic life. Oh my God.
Isn't that what you want?
Yes?
Yes. We came here to be unhinged. Mission accomplished.
Oh,
what?
High.
What is that?
I don't even know how to explain it to you.
Google is your friend. Let me Google.
Let's see. The fact that Kiba is single and bored is one of the most heartbreaking things besides the Switch. Yeah, it is kind of weird that like he didn't find anyone that he could ship off with. Um, there's a lot of characters that are like not really in relationships in Bort that I'm just like, huh, really? Like there are a lot of characters in Bort that are just like, so they stayed single,
I
but
love that
these
it's just bored now.
it's
It's
Bort. It's
just, what have you done? I
the
mean,
right
yeah,
thing.
yeah. I mean, I don't acknowledge the existence of this thing anyway. So,
Yeah, like the correct thing.
and
It's a
again, I'm just saying that if Sasuke wanted to keep the clan going, there's a perfectly good way to do that. You have the Oiruki no Jutsu. You can just impregnate your boyfriend. It's fine. Like, I don't understand why they didn't go that route.
I also don't really get the idea that, oh, if we're going to protect the clan, then the first thing that you need to do is have exactly one child and not another kid again.
It's just there's not like nothing about that
Like
makes
if
sense.
that was the logical decision in marrying Sakura, which it's not,
Don't ugh.
then like we're gonna have one child and not have another kid ever again and deal with it.
But he's already married. Doesn't matter.
Oh, while we have you all here, what do you want us to do for Halloween?
Have we already decided what we're doing for Halloween?
No, like the topic.
Oh yeah, the topic, yeah. Because I know what we're doing for Halloween. I'm so excited.
I'm so tired.
No, you're not. I also know what we're doing in November ish. We just have to pin down the details.
Oh, we do now? Thank God.
Ish.
It's chaos incarnate. There's Freddie Mercury, a gorilla, a robot, the cat that lives in its body, and all these link to go to high school together. Yeah, Cromartie is amazing.
I will have to check it out. Put it on my never-ending list.
Oh man, I wish Black Butler was still good.
I know nothing anymore.
What?
No, because I was reading it. I don't know what happened. It was coming out so rarely, and I just fell off, and I have no idea what's going on.
It needed to stop forever ago, and then honestly, I don't know what happened with Black Butler. It needed to stop a really long time ago. I don't know what the point of the series is anymore.
I have no idea. It had an anniversary. I can't remember now how old it was this week.
Yeah, I didn't like seeing that Paradise Kiss is 20 years old. But yeah, we know what we're doing costume wise. It's more of like we want to do something spooky, but we don't really know what kind of spooky. So like if you guys have ideas of what you want us to do for Halloween, please let us know. Because like obviously, yes.
Dark, vampire, BL.
Are we just doing word salad at this stage?
Yes.
Are we just saying words?
I'm just saying words. But we said we wanted to do something like dark and Halloween-esque. So just throw us some ideas, I guess. You suggested monster fuckers, and then I was like, I know nothing.
But that's the point, is that you research it.
I don't have time for that. You don't have time for that. You're going abroad.
I am going abroad.
So you don't have time for that.
Spooky BL, there are tons. There are tons.
There are tons. Like we could talk about like Sunday and like Mad K, and I know it's not Mad K.
Have either of you read Coyote? I have.
I haven't.
I read Coyote. Yeah, I like it. I like it.
That's it on Marusaria, right? No, is it? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Fangs. I have the first volume of Fangs. I haven't read it because I like to binge all my stuff when it comes out.
Boys of the Dead.
Oh yeah, I just got that one.
Yeah, there's lots of spooky BL that we could do. I think it was just the question of what.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard Boys of the Dead was really good.
Boys of the Dead was really good from what I've heard, yeah. I don't know. There's just so many different ways that we could approach it, I think, is why we're like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah, like we did psychological abuse last time, which is the one I referred to as the Death Note episode. Even though that was a lie, but
Yes, that's true.
it's just all the
Um,
big, yeah.
oh my god. Well,
How
that's
have
what I
you
was. Huh?
how have you bothered with me for an entire year? What the hell?
That's a very,
Why?
very good question.
It's like I respond once a week, and
Where were you?
yeah, where were you? What is happening?
Where were you?
Did we lose you? Did we lose Peachy?
No, but like back then. You could do
Oh yeah, like that, of course.
hauntings.
Oh, Ghost Twinks. Revisited the Ghost Twink.
Eerie Query.
Yes, exactly. Let's just I mean that's so nice. You'll do like things like, that one series that or that Peachy has talked about in a lot of her panels with there's like a ghost. I can't remember. Peachy, you know
You're
exactly what I'm talking
doing
about.
wonderful of describing this.
Yeah, and then we do Sunday, the eclipse of the what is it called? The eclipse. What is it called in English? I don't know anything anymore. And then we
Corolla
just
doesn't have words.
no. I'm saving them for November, obviously. And then we just top it off with the Ghost Twink from Eerie Query. Summon Ayume, yes, that one.
I think Monster Love and Time should be a thing. I wanted to do it, but Corolla doesn't have time to research it.
I don't have time to research it. I don't know anything. Because the only experience I have in that department is kind of like it is MADK, MADK, whatever you want to call it. And I think there's another one. Can't remember. I don't know. I guess I'm a little vanilla. I like,
Eerie Query is so good.
it's, uh,
It's so problematic and stupid now, but I
we
love
talked we talked about it so much when we did our collab with BL Garden. That was
it.
so
We
much
did.
fun.
It was very, very fun. I love Eerie Query. Not enough people talk about Eerie Query nowadays. Um, but yeah, I mean, we could possibly do like hauntings or ghosts. We could probably make that work in the time frame that we have because I know time, I guess, is Corolla's concern.
Time is an illusion, and yet I don't have any of it. Like I don't know. We'll ball back and forth a little bit.
Yeah, as we run out of time ahead of October.
Shh, shh, shh. It's fine. October is not that close, and it's not like we have to record early or anything.
No, it's not like we don't have to do that at all. I've been trying to get this episode of Corolla for weeks. I'd like the record to state.
I know. I'm
In
sorry.
between the 3-day answering time and
and the time difference, which is fun. What?
Let's see. On Saturday, dearie.
What on Saturday? What are we doing?
There are some spoopy visual novels. That is true. That is very, very true. But yeah, if you guys have any other questions, comments, concerns about side characters and rare pairs, let us know as we wrap this up. We are going to desperately try to figure out October because I have some stuff going on in October. That means I'll be a little bit busy and things are going to be a little bit hectic.
Yes, you do.
I have some stuff going on.
I'm so fucking stressed for you.
I appreciate your stress. Stress is not what I need, but I appreciate it.
No, it's just what I do.
But yeah, I am excited for it. But yeah, so let's see. Crossover rare pairs. Oh God.
I feel like we did touch upon this. And
yeah, we did in the main episode where we touched upon the idea of like some rare pairs are just like, oh, these are characters from an entirely different series, and we're just gonna put them together because we can.
And we can. And again, I am so deep in Miditama brain rot that I don't even know that other characters exist right now.
This is true for her. I will say, as someone who acknowledges other characters exist, one of my formative things was I was super burned by a lot of crossover stuff back in the day because it was just chaos. And one thing I will say, as much as I love the looseness that comes with fan works, I don't like just mashing things together. Like, I was that kid that liked having like dividers on plates because I don't like my food touching. In a very similar way, like I like when people cross over too aggressively, like it stresses me out a little bit because it's just like I don't know how this works.
Yeah.
I don't know what the rules of this universe are. I don't know why this is happening. It's one of the reasons why, like, I mean, to bring up the thing that stresses us all out, Super Hulock. One of the big reasons why Super Hulock stressed me out so much is like, oh, this all goes together. Fucking where, Belinda? No, it doesn't. You've created hell. No, it doesn't. Like, oh, it all goes together. Bull and shit. Like, maybe Supernatural and Doctor Who. Maybe. If you want some real fucked up Scooby-Doo shit. Maybe. But then you throw in Sherlock. Who does that? No, it doesn't all go together. You're fucking wrong. And it... Oh, Super Hulock.
Are you okay?
No, I won't go back.
No. Don't go. No. I've told you repeatedly not to go back, and you're like, but I want to.
You don't get to say shit to me about anything anymore.
What?
With your, like, I've watched 5 anime, and I will sit here and watch.
I have no idea what you're trying. I have watched a lot of stuff, okay? I just can't remember any of it anymore because I'm free and I'm dead. No, I don't know. Like, I know that I had one the other day that was like a crossover that I was thinking of, that I was like, but it has to be for me exactly like you say. Like, I get it if it's like characters that just look good together visually, like you can see it just like visually, and I want to see them like get it on, just for the viewing pleasure. But if I'm supposed to like seriously cross ship characters, there has to be some reason. Like, why do they go together? Like, what is it that that appeals to me with this pairing? Because again, the only thing I can think of, and that isn't even a crossover, that was just me being like, when I started watching Love in the Air, I started watching after a friend asked me if I had watched the first episode. I was like, no, should I? And she was like, yeah, because people are looking at Payu and saying that he looks like the love child of Pete in Vegas. And I looked at him and I'm like, he looks like the love child of Kim in Vegas. And now I can't get Kim in Vegas out of my head. Okay. So there's that.
Shinji and Lelouch. I have a couple of questions. Firstly, why? Secondly, who does anything in this relationship?
I think that, I mean, obviously, Lelouch uses the Gias, and Shinji does everything, and then he cries a lot. And I don't know why. Is it because they have the same Seiyu? Because for some reason, when someone said this, yes! Listen, just for the visuals. And I said that to my girlfriend, and she was like, okay, I know that Kim doesn't make sense, but do you really wish him that poorly? Like, yes, I want him to suffer. Put him with Vegas. But no, when you said Lelouch, I for some reason saw Tamaki, as in Oran Tamaki, in my head. And now my head is like, how about Lelouch and Tamaki? Visually speaking. I don't know how that would work. They have the same voice actor. That's my only.
I don't like that. My brain doesn't
know
like...
where I'm going. Apparently,
I don't know where you are.
I'm in hell.
I have no idea.
I'm just
apparently I left Corolla somewhere a few months ago, and she has never recovered.
No, I'm not. And now I'm just like concocting these horrible things that no one wants to see. I know.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to Corolla. I guess like after FujoCon.
I died. That
yeah,
happened.
But something's gone awry, and I don't know what it is.
Yes, that too. No, I'm not going to yell at you, Peachy, because I am very much looking forward to hearing you talk about the to see your video on Vegas because I
Okay,
personally don't like
Lelouch
him.
Seto Kaiba, please. Hello. How have
Really?
you peered into my soul? Yes, please.
Oh, we found one.
Yeah, I hate it because it doesn't make any fucking sense. But like, okay, sure, yeah, let's give it a shot. It makes zero sense. I don't know how any of that works, but sure, yeah, let's go. Let's go for it.
I mean,
Kaiba just needs to be shipped with more people, even though he's very obviously in love with Autumn. He's very clearly obvious. He built a space rocket for him,
that's
so
kind of gay.
it's very gay.
That's kind of phallic. That's
It's
like,
very phallic and gay. Yeah, it is.
yeah, I respect that. I respect that.
I'm not going to say I respect anything that Seto Kaiba's ever done, but I love him. I love that terrible, terrible man.
Of course you do.
Yeah, I do.
I know you do.
I had a great time talking about this with Corolla today. It has been a chaotic live, as many of our lives are. Somehow this has been more chaotic than usual, but I'm not complaining.
It's just because, I don't know. We're unhinged and we had a good crowd joining us.
Yes. Dragon Age. We don't talk about Dragon Age enough.
I know nothing about Dragon Age. Of course.
We will see you guys again in October for something spooky. Don't worry, we will figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
And then I have to feverishly prepare for some stuff that's going on in my life. Details to come soon, but don't worry, we will fulfill all of our mandatory obligations, including Corolla. Would you like to tell the audience how they can support the show?
You can support us by clicking the subscribe button and following us in all of our social media. We are at the Yaoi Shelf on Instagram, Twitter, and of course here on YouTube. And then, of course, you can also support us on Patreon if you want to, fund some stupid ideas that we might have. We mostly use the money to buy shirts.
We've done that one time.
Yeah.
We've done that one time.
We bought a lot of shirts.
No. But thank you. Thank you to our patrons.
Thank you.
We appreciate each and every single one of them. We will see you guys next time. Be safe out there. Bye.
Thanks for joining.